Alrighty, guys. Today we have Bianca Dye joining me on So Alli, the podcast.
Woo-hoo.
She is the queen of saying it how it is. You have been in this industry for decades.
Oh my God, it makes me sound so old.
Longer than I've been alive, actually.
I know, please don't. Please don't.
Sounds horrible, but you are amazing. You are authentically you. You're raw, you're funny, you're fabulous. And I am so excited to welcome you to So Alli.
Thank
so
you
welcome.
so much for having me.
Of
when I
course.
got your message, I was like, Alli wants me on.
I know.
Thank you. That's really kind.
No, of course. I mean, you inspire me, so I'm happy to have you here and I learned so much from you.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a
as
lot.
well.
And thank you for having me because you are such a talent. And
Thank you.
there's just, the world is your oyster. So I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm so excited too. I want to talk lots of things today. We'll talk career, we'll talk famous families, radio, Golden Bachelor perhaps. Can I get some juicy gossip out of you? I'll try.
Try.
But getting started, I want to throw it back to the beginning. So you have been doing this for how long now?
Oh, God. Well, I started, I guess my first sort of show busy job was my dad couldn't host a Melbourne Cup gig at here too. Your mum might remember this, but you definitely won't. There was a place called Fisherman's Wharf where like near Marina Mirage on the Spit.
Oh, yeah. That was like Fisho's Tavern or something.
Yeah, Fisho's.
Yeah.
He used to get booked for so many MC things and gigs and he would get overbooked and he basically got booked for a gig and said, look, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But my daughter can.
Cool.
And I was 16.
Unreal.
So I hosted a Melbourne Cup gig at a restaurant when I was 16. I don't know how. I think I just had what my dad calls the Jewish tradition is chutzpah.
What does that mean?
Chutzpah means you got the balls, got the tenacity, just the whatever, the zero.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
And when you're that age too, I think when you're 16, you're not worrying about what people think.
I didn't care.
You just get up there and you just do your thing.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did a good job or not, but so that was
I'm sure you did.
That was my first sort of official gig, but I kind of grew up with Dad because Dad sort of pioneered late night TV on Channel 9.
Yes, I want to get into talking about your dad too because I had no idea until I was like Googling last night. I was like, oh my God, but we'll get into it.
We'll get into that. So I sort of grew up around that anyway, so I feel like I was always going to do, sort of go into showbiz, but I
entertainment
somehow. Yeah. But I originally wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a TV newsreader.
Okay.
And I remember I got into RMIT doing a Bachelor of Arts in Media Journalism. And I was always the clown. I was always the one in front of the camera. I was always the one sort of like being silly.
Yeah.
And like the lecturers were like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Like, you should be doing acting or comedy or what are you? And I was like, no, I want to be a newsreader. So that didn't happen. And I ended up getting a job as the ringmaster of the Moscow Circus.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, right? It sounds like I'm making it up when I say that. Yeah. But I did. My dad knew Michael Edgley, who was a big promoter who brought in those big shows. And they said, we need a ringmaster. And my dad assumed they wanted a guy because, showbiz in the early 90s, of course, has to be a man. And then my dad rang me back and he said, would you consider it? And I said, Okay. So I deferred my uni course and joined the Great Moscow Circus. And then I didn't want to go back.
It honestly sounds made up. It's amazing.
It really does. Yeah. I travelled around Australia as their ringmaster. And then I just went, I got the bug.
Yeah.
I got the
bug.
And
then you were hooked.
I was like, I'm not going back to uni now.
Yeah.
Like I was on the Goldie and I just basically went, I need to stay here and work.
Yeah.
So I got the bug.
Yeah.
And I had a girlfriend say to me, do you want to be Marilyn Monroe? Because I've got to book some talent at the Paradise Centre. It used to be called Grundy's. And so it used to be called Grundy's and there was a water slide there and oh my God, people listening who remember the Goldie will know. And they used to have roving entertainers. There was what's his name? Ray Charles. That he would have been cancelled too because they were painting their face black. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, God.
No,
not a thing.
There was a Madonna. And then
you were Marilyn Monroe.
And I was Marilyn. And
How fun.
It was hilarious. And I was like, I don't know how to be Marilyn. And we just got a costume, got the wig, and I started singing Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And I just sort of started working in showbiz. I was doing voiceovers and stuff for radio stations, which is how I sort of started thinking, maybe I should get into that.
See, that's awesome that it's just like so many little things happen and you were like, damn, I really enjoy this and like this is my calling. And now you've been doing it for so long and you've done everything from TV, radio, emceeing, hosting, all the above.
Yeah.
You name it, you've done it.
I have. I feel like, it's nice actually. It's nice to sort of look back and go, I've done some cool stuff. Like I have my own TV show on Arena. I don't think the Arena's around anymore, but it was like a Foxtel.
Yeah.
And it was called Access All Areas with Bianca Dye.
That's cool.
And I got to interview some pretty big names, Quentin Tarantino.
Stop it. No
Heath
way.
Ledger, Daryl Hannah, Nicole Kidman.
Subtle name drops over
I know,
here. Like,
I know.
This is amazing.
The show only lasted for about 7 months, though, because with my schedule, because I was at Nova, I was so busy. I mean, now, God, I would drop everything to just make room for that. It's funny how you sort of look back. I think I was young and like, oh, there'll be more TV shows.
Yes. I know.
Okay, no, that doesn't work that way. So with my schedule, I had to keep sort of moving things, and I was exhausted because I was still doing the radio and whatever. So they ended up saying, look, let's just end it after, I think it was about 8 months.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can always circle back to doing that.
Oh, far out. I would love to.
Yeah.
Like, if I have my time again, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I'll give up the radio. Let's just keep going with the TV stuff because I loved it.
Yeah.
But also radio is so much more immediate. And as you know, I love the immediacy of that. And it's exciting and it's the adrenaline and it's live most of the time. Whereas TV, as you know.
So much goes into it.
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait. And I'd be like in hair and makeup from 7, but Ricky Martin wasn't going to be there till, we're
all waiting on him.
3 o'clock, and then he was late, and then we were surprising him with a koala, and then the koala was cracking the shits and didn't want to do stuff. So like we're all like sitting there going, okay, is this going to go okay?
Yeah.
Koala, Ricky. And it was hilarious because when he came in, the koala pissed on him. It pissed on him. And I'm on camera going, apparently that's good luck.
Just tell him that.
Yeah,
tell him
like when a seagull shits on you, it's good luck if a koala pisses on you. Yeah. And God, it was hilarious. So.
Oh, that's hilarious. And I guess speaking on radio, and you've done it for so long, and it's very quick, it's very fun, but I also know radio can be like brutal sometimes. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've been through it. But what would you say is like the hardest lesson you've learned in radio through your years? I'm sure there's been lots.
That's a really hard one because I'd like to say, look, I think the lessons that I've learned have changed over my career depending on where I was and where I was at. So when we were at Nova, and we all started Nova, so there was American Rosso and myself and Ugly Phil, and it was 2001, and there was no such thing as Nova. So it was the first thing. And the station went to number 1 really quickly. My show actually went to number 1 first, not because I was it's just because the 9 till 12 shift normally would go number 1 before a breakfast show, but then American Rosso followed very quickly. So it wasn't anything to do with me. It was just, but because of that, there was so much media attention. And I'd gone from doing a night show here on the Gold Coast, and I was like, oh my God.
What's happening? Yeah.
Sony want to send a car for me to go to some event and I'm getting front row. What? Like I was loving it. And I think for a little while I drank the Kool-Aid. And I think I look back now and I think I was probably a little bit of a turd sometimes. I like to think I was a good turd. But I think I was just
polished turd.
A polished turd. I just look back now at my behaviour sometimes like to other, like there was another girl there and her and I were really competitive.
Because there wasn't a little bit.
Yeah, there wasn't many women. It was all men. And so when there was another woman, it was like, she wants my job. She wants my job. Yeah. Whereas now I'm...
Because did you say that was 2001? So it would have been, heavily male-dominated industry.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I was the only female in the lineup of the station.
Yeah, wow.
And then another girl came along and so there was this real prickliness and I just wouldn't be that way now. Like as a 52-year-old woman, I would support her and take her under my wing and help her.
Yeah.
But I wasn't then. I was 29 going, and I had imposter syndrome like we all do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, I shouldn't even be here. Yeah. And she's really pretty and talented and fuck off. And so there's things that I would do differently in that sense of not drinking the Kool-Aid. There's also things where I look back and I go, like I think to getting late diagnosed ADHD and learning a lot about it is that we are people that really fight for justice and get very upset when the wrong thing is done by someone. And in my career, I can look back at a few times where I've stood up for people in my team and that's backfired on me. Yeah, and I sort of thought, would I do that differently? Maybe the way I did it, I'd probably do it differently because I could be quite feisty and I'd sort of stand up to the boss and go, hey, this isn't cool that this person's getting bullied and like I don't want to work in an environment like this.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're Kyle or a male or whatever and you speak like that, that's fine because you're fucking feisty and you're good and you can do that.
Yeah.
But as a female,
if you stand up for yourself.
You're difficult.
Yeah.
Or
stressful.
You're not a team player. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I am. I am a team player because I'm actually sticking up for someone in the team.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that's got
this is the point. This is the reason why I'm doing it. Yeah.
I'm not being difficult. What?
Yeah.
Just so because I'm speaking my mind and I'm going against what you think, I'm being difficult. So it's interesting because would I do that differently, and was that a hard lesson to learn? It was a hard lesson to learn because I'm sure I definitely lost one of my jobs from it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did. I don't know for a fact.
You're like, oh, maybe. Maybe somewhere along the way.
Oh, for sure. No, 100% I did.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I don't know if I'd do it differently, but maybe, the lesson I learnt was maybe do it differently. As in maybe tackle it differently. I don't know. I don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Like how softly can I tread without upsetting the male egos? You know what I mean? and there's so many women, and I won't name names, but names that you would know, beautiful, very high profile women that have left radio since.
Yeah.
Like very high profile.
Okay.
Because of the same thing. I could name about 3 or 4 that have now got #1 podcasts, doing really well on their own.
Just gone out on their own.
And
at least, you weren't alone in that. You know, there was other women that felt the same as you.
But I'm so envious of them because they're so much younger than me and they're so feisty and they're like, fuck the patriarchy and bloody, I don't know how you worked in radio for 30 years and put up with the bullshit I had to and da-da-da. And
it was just the way that it was, though, when you were in it back then. You know,
how it was. We had to play the game or get out, you know. So, I've learnt a lot of lessons.
Yeah. I think that was a really good answer.
I could write a book on the lessons probably.
You should. That should be your next endeavour.
I know.
You should get a book going.
I do need to write a book. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do it for me.
Please write a novel about my life.
Please help me.
It'd be amazing.
Pardon me.
Before we move into some juicy dating chat, did you have any moments, like is there a moment that stands out to you from your career and everything that you've done that was like a real pinch me moment? Or was there, or did you have a moment on the opposite side of the spectrum of like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, or why did I take that job, or that was embarrassing?
Oh God, there's so many. Okay, a couple of pinch me moments. I was actually talking to my bestie Michelle in the car about this on the way because her husband is a country music singer, Casey Barnes, and he does really well in the country music scene. And we were laughing about something because I said I got given the job as Nova's national interviewer for like when big names came out, I would be the one that interviewed them, and that show would air on like a Sunday night or whatever as a special nationally, which was a great gig, and I was really honoured to be that person to do that. Like I got to go to Tokyo and interview Madonna. That was a pinch me moment.
Oh my God.
And do you think I can find one photo? Because that was back before selfies. I'm devoed. There is a photo somewhere.
You're like, I promise I interviewed Madonna.
I swear to God. Ask Molly Meldrum. He was there. And Christine Sams.
You have to ask other people that were there.
You have to ask other people. I promise I was there. It was crazy. But so there were lots of pinch me moments. But a funny thing I was talking to Michelle in the car about, I said, isn't this funny? I remember I was doing interviews for the Arias and I was doing the red carpet interviews, and they were like, there was this name on there, Keith Urban. And I remember like, oh, who? What? Oh, do we want to, who's this dude? Oh, country music. Okay. And I was so busy and I really wanted to go and get ready and get changed so that, because I'd done all the, the silver chairs and the whoever's was on the big names. And I felt really bad because I was like, oh, this Keith Urban dude, I don't want to not interview him. He seems lovely.
Yeah,
like,
I love Keith Urban.
Hello, like now. But back then, this is 30 years ago. Hold on, 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
How old am I? Fuck, yeah. Anyway, he wasn't the Keith Urban we know now, but he was still just as talented. He had his blonde tips. He was such a bogan. It was so cute. Yeah. And he wasn't even on the red carpet. I had to go like into this
little back room or something.
And interview him.
Yeah, wow.
And he was so sweet. We did this little interview and it was, Keith Urban. And I was like, we don't even play country music on Nova. But I didn't want to not interview him because he was waiting for me and I didn't want to be rude. And I thought, how hilarious. I was saying to Michelle, I didn't want to be rude to Keith Urban.
I know.
And I did him this big favour of interviewing him. I'm sure he remembers me not.
That's so funny.
And now, obviously.
I know. I got to interview Keith Urban on my show, but when I think I was like maybe 16 or 17. So by that, like, I was a huge fan of his.
Yeah.
And it was like the first concert I ever went to.
Oh my God, how good.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He's the
like,
best.
He's such a talent and he deserves everything. And he was very gracious and lovely, but there's some funny moments. Oh, and John Mayer. I remember when I interviewed John Mayer.
See, that's cool. I'm jealous of that one.
He was cool. But so what happened was, and you know what this is like from radio, sometimes you get questions you're not allowed to ask.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all right, you got to keep the record companies happy because if you ask those questions, then next time Pink's in town or whatever, they go, fuck you, Bianca, you stuffed up, you're not having Pink.
You're going to ask the questions that like aren't allowed to be asked.
You kind of have to push a little bit, but you've got to be careful. Yeah. And you always ask those questions at the end.
Yeah.
But I stuffed
Once you've got everything.
Once you've got what you need, right? And the thing was, don't ask about Jennifer Love Hewitt. It was a really bad breakup. Don't ask. And I was like, okay.
You so badly wanted to
kind of got to ask about Jennifer Love Hewitt because that's what the listeners want to hear, right? Mm-hmm. So I asked as much as I could. And then like halfway through, I thought, how can I weasel this in? So I was like, so apparently you love your Tim Tams. And he was like, oh no, he hadn't broken up with her or he was with her. Or it was something, it was a
You had this carefully crafted. You were ready to ask.
I was ready.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'd actually broken up with her, but there was some dodgy stuff like were they together, weren't they? So it was kind of a no-go zone. And I was like, okay, Tim Tams. Apparently I read somewhere, did my research. He's obsessed with Tim Tams. They're only in Australia, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, so you've got your little stash of Tim Tams to take back? What happens if Jennifer Love Hewitt steals them, though, when you get back? Or something like that, right? He just looked at me. He just took his headphones off, put them down and went, we're done, and walked out.
No way.
And I was like.
Mic drop.
Yeah, literally. But this was back before everything was filmed because now, how good would that be? That would go viral.
It would go viral.
That would
be
go
all
viral.
over TikTok. Yeah.
John Mayer walks out of some loser's interview, whoever, some insert no-name announcer here. But I was like, all that stuff happened before we had all these stuff to be filmed.
Yeah.
But when it happens, when it's not being filmed, you're like, oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Come back.
Yeah, come
Can
back.
we do that again?
I'm a big fan, I swear.
I swear to God. And so we played that. We played that bit that he put because I was still recording. And it still was funny. Oh, my God, I have one more story.
Oh, okay, amazing. Hit me.
Quick one.
I'm here for the stories.
So Justin Timberlake.
Oh, my
I didn't meet him.
gosh.
I didn't meet him. It was a phone interview.
Okay.
And, oh, God, this is hilarious. I'll try and keep it quick.
Yeah.
So had the phone interview and my saying, and a saying that I had started and just was doing on air all the time to the point where the station actually got T-shirts made saying, dirty big spunk. Because I used to call everyone...
Dirty big spunk.
I used to call everyone a dirty big spunk. I'd be like, oh, he's such a dirty big spunk. Like that.
Especially when you say it like that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And so whenever an interview would come on, I remember Jamiroquai actually brought it up to Rove. He said, he couldn't remember my name. But he goes...
But you remember Dirty Big Spunk?
Yeah, he goes, some radio announcer here called me a dirty big spunk. Like, what? What is that?
Like,
and
it's
Rove
stuck.
was like, I think that's a good thing, whatever. But he didn't remember my name or the station. But I was like, oh, that's cool. But so with Justin... got the interview, they patched him through, whatever. And I started the interview with, oh my God, Justin Timberlake, you dirty big spunk. And then it just went.
What an opener.
It just went dead quiet.
Was
and
he
I'm
like, what?
Hello? Justin!
JT, you're still there?
JT. And then the line cut off and hung up. And I went,
hung up on you?
Did I lose him? What just happened? And then his record company rang back. And they were like, yeah, Bianca, so what just happened there? And I went, I don't know. I just said, hey, Justin, you dirty big spunk. And she went, oh, did you called him a spunk? And I went, yeah. And she went, okay. And then there's this muffled and there's this conversation and da-da-da. And then I didn't realise that in America.
Oh, does spunk mean something?
Spunk means something very different.
What's it?
I basically called him a dirty big jizzy seaman.
Oh, spunk.
So he was like, who is this little shit in Australia calling me a dirty big jizz? And
Justin Timberlake, you dirty big jizz.
You dirty big jizz. And it was
spunk. I didn't even think about it.
I know. Well, I didn't either because I didn't know. And I'm just this bogan from Australia going, hey, you dirty big spunk. And it was hilarious. And it was so funny. And then
I'm so glad you told this story. That's iconic.
It's funny. And my girlfriend, Holly Burns, who was writing for the Daily Telly at the time, her and I became mates. And I messaged her because I've always done my own PR and I'm a hustler and I don't even shy about that. And I said, I got something good for you. Because this was before, like, if it had been filmed, obviously, and gone viral, whatever, then the media come to you. But back in those days, that was an interview that was internal, so no one would have known about it.
So you had to go out and like hustle and get it yourself.
So I just texted her and went, I got a really funny story for you. I said, but if I tell you, you got to make it like a whole page or a half page. Like
that deserves a whole page.
You got to give me some love. And she did. And it was like this half page in the Daily Telly, which was everyone read it, like in Sydney Confidential, which was the big thing that everyone read. And it was just, the headline was hilarious, something like JT hangs up on Bianca or JT hangs up on Nova Announcer or something. It was great. I was like,
dirty big jizz.
You dirty big jizz. Anyway, I thought it was funny.
Imagine his face, like if you could just see him on the other side of the phone, you just would have been like,
I'm sorry. I thought this. You said
this what's going on down in Australia?
She was really friendly, this chick. What's going on here?
Oh, anyway, that's classic.
So yes, some funny stories.
I'm so here for your stories. I love it. Thank you for sharing them.
It's all right.
Up next, I want to move into a bit of dating, personal life type conversations, but we have to start with the Golden Bachelor. And I know we're recording this and it hasn't aired yet. Are you feeling nervous about any of the edits or anything? So do you see nothing before it airs?
Nothing. We don't see anything. And I am nervous, but I've seen, so the 2 promos that I've seen so far.
I think I saw you kissing you kissed him.
There was a kiss.
I saw you kiss him. Mum and I were watching the news the other night and it came on and I was like, I think it was Bianca. I think she's kissing him. She's kissing him.
I can't believe they showed the kiss. I was like, that's very early to be showing the kiss, people.
Yeah,
but anyway,
you got the kiss shot.
I know. Good. And I'm like pulling away from him going, and I was like, I don't even remember that because I think I went into some weird ADHD, disassociative adrenaline.
For sure.
Because we've been filming all day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that's right, I kissed him. That's right.
I don't even remember it.
20 cameras on me and everyone's going to see it.
Yeah.
But so far, I hope it stays this way, but so far they're making me, I feel like they're keeping in the stuff of me being funny.
Yeah, good, because you are funny.
But that's what I want, and I'm just hoping that it stays that way. But obviously we have no idea because we don't know anything of how what scenes they're going to show.
I know.
Like the girls and I are all laughing behind the scenes going, I hope they keep in this scene and that scene because that was hilarious, and when you did this or when this girl did this, that was so funny. But obviously,
you got no control.
We have no control.
Yeah.
So I'm just praying, please.
Just as long as you didn't give them anything like bad that they could edit and make you look bad.
Well, that's the thing.
If you're confident about, you were funny, you were yourself, then
I definitely would have given them. I've definitely given them some juicy stuff occasionally.
Oh, good.
I've said some things where I'm like, oh God, that could be. Oh, I don't know. Should I have said that? Like divulge things that I've done with people,
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, my family's going to be watching this. Like you forget, right?
Yeah.
You've done
For sure.
Done reality
when
TV.
you're on camera, you don't think about it.
You forget. When you're doing the interviews and the chats, you're a bit more present because you're like, right, there's a camera there and we're talking and okay, I'm here, I'm present. Think about what you're saying. Don't be a dickhead. Don't be a bitch. Whatever. But when they're just filming you doing Bachelor stuff, you forget the cameras are there.
Yeah, I bet.
And I definitely at some of the cocktail parties have like whispered into.
Do you actually get to drink cocktails?
Oh, not cocktail. Champagne. We get to drink champagne.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know why they call it a cocktail party because there's no cocktails.
Were you dressed in cocktail attire? Maybe that's.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't breathe.
I can't wait to see your outfits.
Oh God, I seriously, I wore Spanx upon Spanx. Like there was nights.
I'm kissing this guy and I can't breathe.
I literally wore 2 pairs of Spanx one night because the wardrobe were like, we think you should wear this, and I was like, because the wardrobe department were unbelievable. These girls are the best of the best.
Yeah.
And they'd hold up this little thing and I'm like, that's not going to cover my left flap. What are you doing? And they're like, trust us, we know. And I'm like, okay.
Well, get me 3 pairs of Spanx and
oh
we'll
my
see
God.
if it works.
Walking around going, that's okay. As long as I look good, that's what counts. So
Fashion is pain.
I definitely said some things that could be taken the wrong way, but I'm like, oh, well, game on, moles.
Yeah,
like,
game on.
I wasn't nasty about anyone because there was no one, for me, there was no one to be nasty about. I loved all of them and we had the best time.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
But there was definitely some funny little comments, like little
bit of jealousy
side comments.
things going on.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she said she wasn't going to chat to him tonight, that she was shy. Not shy now, is she, Carol?
Here she is, chatting him up.
Someone's gone in for the kill. But that's sort of
She's
fun.
going in for the kill. Karen's going in for the kill.
But that's fun and it's drama and it's good and there is lots of drama.
Oh, I can't wait.
But it's fun drama and it's just a really positive, awesome show showing that women over 50, we're not going to be put in the corner.
Yeah.
We're not like, as soon as I saw them advertising, I was like, I really want to be a part of this show.
Yeah.
Because whenever I was on the radio and I'd be interviewing all the people from The Bachelor or Maths or whatever, I'd be like,
this sounds fun.
I'm like, these are kids. And no offense, kids, but it's great.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm single and I'm 51 and I've got plenty of life in me.
Yeah.
So why don't they have dating shows for older people? Boom.
It makes sense.
Then it happened. And I was like,
sign me up.
Sign me up.
Yeah, because that was going to be my next question, but you just answered it. Like, what made you want to do it in the first place? But you're just sitting there, you're like, I've always wanted to do it. Yeah. Sign me up.
I was just like, I saw the thing and I thought they were looking for women over 60. But
as soon as you saw over 50, you're like,
so I was like, oh, it's over 50. Oh, okay. I'm in. So I sent off my application and oh God, yeah, it was a long process, but yeah, it was fun.
Oh, I cannot wait to watch it. I'm just dying.
Me too.
Dying for the gossip. You're going to be sitting there just as nervous, like what's going to happen?
I literally am going to have tequila. Like I'm just going to be sitting
tequila
there
on
watching the TV going, oh, I said, because I've had a few girlfriends go, let's do a big viewing party. And I'm like, at first I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Champagne, bean bags, let's do it at Service Pavilion. We'll watch it on the big screen. And then I went, fuck no.
You're like, I need to process this myself first.
What if I'm looking at the screen going, oh, I didn't, but that,
yeah.
I don't, so I was like,
and then all your friends there, everyone's
there going, wow, you're a bitch. I'm like, no, I'm not. Or what, I don't know. I mean, who knows what's going to come out, but yeah, I think I just want to watch it with my bestie and a bottle of tequila. Yeah. So I can just watch it.
See, that sounds so much more fun.
I know, right? Yeah, so we can just laugh and go, oh my God, you actually did this. And I'll be like, I actually did this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so dying to tune in. And I've seen online you've definitely spoken openly about dating life and, you know, over your years. What do you think, it's kind of a deep question, what do you think has been your biggest lesson learned in love? Dating.
Oh, God. Have I even learnt them yet?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the thing, right? Do we ever learn, you know?
I think we do, but sometimes someone like me has to be hit over the head so many times with a lesson before I actually go,
yeah.
Okay. That's why I've started back doing EMDR therapy.
What's that?
I can't remember the term.
Excuse my ignorance.
Eye movement. I'd have to Google the term.
Okay.
It's Google it for anyone's interested.
Yeah.
EMDR. I did it years ago, and then I was listening to Jackie O chat about it, and her and I message sometimes, and I was like, I've got to get back into EMDR because what that does is it takes you back to stuff that has been possibly traumatizing in your childhood,
okay,
or your early life, and it basically helps you rewire your brain from those patterns.
Wow.
So we're always going to keep going back to doing what our body, what our nervous system feels safe doing.
Yeah,
and for me,
safe and used to doing.
Yeah, and for me, that was dating guys that were bad boys that broke my heart, that would cheat on me, that didn't want to have
the toxic cycle.
Yeah, and I didn't see it. Because I was like, this one's going to be different. I know it. So now I finally feel like I know what I need as far as what I want, like looks-wise or what have you.
Yep.
I know what I need in someone and I know what I can give now.
Yeah.
So I'm single, but I'm happily single. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not. Am I?
Yeah. Oh, we don't know if you're single or not. Let's rewind.
Oh, God.
We'll do it another whole episode once everything's out and we can get into the juicy goss.
Okay, yes. I'm not, I can't say whether I'm single or not right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you are single, it's a really nice time to reflect on what went wrong. And I realise I have attracted now 3 times guys that love bomb me. You know what love bombing is?
I sure do. I've actually just had it happen to me pretty recently and God, it sucks.
And you know what? You want to believe. So the first time it happened, I didn't even know what love bombing was.
Me either. And that's just happened to me the first time and I didn't realise it was love bombing until I was out of it. And I then look back and I'm like, wait, hold on a second. That was wild.
Were your friends saying stuff to you?
Yeah, everyone around me, like my family and everyone just thought it was a lot very quickly.
Yep.
Like the I love yous were dropped within weeks.
Oh, yeah,
like
whoa.
Girlfriend within weeks. And it was everything. It was like gifts and Spotify playlists and DMs and calls and mum and people would just be like, yeah, like we're happy you're happy, but just flag it because it's a lot and it's so soon. Like what's...
See,
but you get so like in this tornado of love and love bombing, you don't realise.
And we all just want to be loved and adored.
Absolutely.
And so you don't, but the last time around, like straight away, within like a week, I was like, ooh. And he was.
You could see it going that way.
He was so handsome.
You know the signs.
He was so gorgeous, but it was a lot really quick.
Yeah, wow.
And I was like, okay, we don't even know each other. And he was like, you are so perfect. And I'm like, okay.
Do you know me?
Have you seen the Post-it notes on my house? I look like Russell Crowe from A Beautiful Mind. I have OCD. I mean, not that that's not being perfect, but I just meant you don't even know me.
Yeah. So why are you saying that?
That was a massive red flag.
Yeah.
It's okay if a guy goes, I think you're an awesome human.
Yeah.
And I want to get to know you more. That's a green flag.
I agree.
Not you're amazing, you're perfect. I think he fell in love with what he thought I was. I said, don't fall in love with my Instagram, buddy.
Yeah.
Because we all know that's the highlight reel. I mean, I try and keep it as real as I can, but obviously I don't show myself sobbing in the corner every day.
No.
Not that I do that. But, I'm like, don't fall for the bullshit.
Yep.
And
that's exactly what happened to me.
My girlfriends were like, babes, I love you, but it's, you know that old saying, if it looks too good to be true, it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And I was like, don't ruin it for me. And she was like, I'm just, again, like your friends, I'm just flagging it with you.
Yeah.
And then, literally like 3 weeks later, I was like, you were right.
Yeah.
And it was heartbreaking. So I was like, how can someone love you so hard after 5 weeks?
Yeah.
And then they
disappear.
They disappear. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay, that's a little bit mentally unstable. That's
100%.
That's not normal behaviour.
Yeah, that's what I always thought with it too. Because it's like this tornado you get caught up in, and then all of a sudden it's over without really much explanation, and then they just disappear off the face of the earth like they never existed.
Yeah, and you're like, hold on, you just made me a Spotify list.
Yeah, I'm like, you told me you loved me yesterday.
I know. Yeah.
Like, huh? You asked me to post, like, this guy asked me to post him on my Instagram, like, the night prior before he dumped me over FaceTime.
That's a red flag.
Bizarre.
For starters, too. I know. Well,
dodged a bullet.
We went away for a weekend and he took a photo of me patting a dog down south. And
did you try to do a soft launch or something like that?
He wanted to put it on his stories. I was like, dude, it's been 4 weeks. I haven't even, you're not putting me on your Instagram stories.
You could be dating other people for all he knew.
I could have been dating other people. Absolutely. I may have been dating other people.
And you might have been.
I might have been. But yeah, I mean, this all happened a while ago, by the way, before any filming, just so we can have timelines. Oh, God, I'm hopeless with timelines. It's ADHD.
Me too.
But I just thought, no, that was a flag for me. I was like, why are you so keen to put me on your Instagram?
I think that's definitely something to flag.
You'd be the same because when you've got a profile,
I
forget sometimes that I have a profile.
I always forget.
Oh, you forget?
I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to meet a nice man.
I know.
How hard is it?
I know. And it's like then my girlfriends would go, babe, yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's right. I forgot.
Sometimes you just need your friends to remind you of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good question. Side note, you might not be able to talk about it on The Bachelor, but have you ever been on the dating apps? Did you ever use any of them?
I have been on, yeah. I mean, obviously,
Did you have any success,
I'm not on them. Not on them at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I met my first love bomber.
Oh no, not love bomber number one. Numero uno.
Love bomber number one. But, I mean, we had some good times together before it all went pear-shaped.
Yeah.
And I do believe that
a lot of people meet on there these days.
I think you can meet someone special on the apps. I know a lot of people, I joke about them and go, oh, it's a dumpster fire out there. It's a swamp. And sometimes it is.
Sometimes it's a bit of a swamp.
Oh, my God. I remember being on there and it would either be some 22-year-old dude and I'm like, I got pubes older than you, mate. Like, are you joking? You're hitting on me. I am 51. What are you doing? I like older women. Yeah, but really? I don't want to be your cougar town.
You could be my son.
Literally. I'm like, or the other side is the 65-year-olds, which I have no problem with, but a lot of them have not taken care of themselves and got Botox like I have. And no, but like some of them look, oh my God, like no teeth. They're in their high vis. Oh. They're in their work van and their photos are like this. And you're like, I'm not swiping on you.
Literally.
You look terrible. Get your sister to take a photo of you or something where you look good. Like,
surely good photos exist.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
they just don't.
There are guys that have got photos that are so bad. A girlfriend of mine, we wanted to go into business of just taking photos, like at a studio like this for guys.
Yeah.
For their profiles.
It'd actually be a huge business.
Because guys.
You'd make millions.
And I always used to say, this is going to sound terrible. I'm going to get cancelled, but I'll say it anyway. I used to say to my girlfriend, we've got another one from hot. I called it from hot to homeless. So what would happen is one of their photos, like the first photo, would be a good photo, right? Like maybe a work photo, whatever, and they look all good or whatever. And in the next photo, they look
It's like two different people.
Oh, my God.
It happens. I've
they're in
seen
the
it.
bathroom. There's toothpaste spattered on the bloody mirror. There's a dirty towel hanging behind the
You
toilet
analyze the
seats
bathrooms and you're like, oh no.
What are you doing? No, that's a hard no. But the first photo, I might have gone there.
Yeah.
But as you scroll up and you're like, oh, no.
You're onto something with this business idea.
I really think men have no idea because my photos are all good because I know, well, I work in media.
Yeah.
And they're real. Like I've got a couple on there with no makeup because I'm like,
you got to be real.
You need to see what you're going to wake up next to.
Take me or leave me.
You need
Take
to
me
know.
or leave me.
But yeah, I think you can meet amazing people on the dating apps.
Yeah.
And I say that to my girlfriends because I'm like, well, I'm on there.
Yeah.
I was on there.
I signed mum up to Bumble. And we kind of had the same problem. I made this joke and I was like, it's just, she got hundreds of swipes and likes or whatever you do on them. And I was just like, damn, it's just a whole lot of beards and fish.
Oh, God.
You know, like guys holding their fish, just beards, pubes.
I actually have, all right, I actually have that in my thing. It says, please, if you're holding fish, don't swipe this or something. It literally says that.
It's like,
I'm like, don't.
It's just a deal breaker.
It's such a deal breaker.
I don't know why.
And also, then there's shots of guys and there's all their mates.
Yeah.
And I always go, I bet he's the ugly one. He's got the hot mates.
And then you've got to, and you put,
and you got to pick
hot
it.
mates.
And then you scroll up and I go, I bet he's the 5'6" one in the middle. Yep, there he is. He's standing there with all his hot, tall mates to lure you in.
It's so true.
And then you're like, no offense, but I'm like 5'9" in shoes. So and I've had bad experiences dating short men in the past. So nothing against them. The love of my life may be shorter than me. Who knows? But for now, I'm like, no. I need to be able to wear high heels around you. But yeah, I think there are good humans on there, but I think there are also people on there that are just there for a bit of fun.
Yeah. Just a root and boot.
But as long as they're honest about it.
Yeah. Like if they're honest with what they want, what they're looking for, then the app can suit whoever, I guess.
And I get hit up by couples too sometimes.
Oh,
like married couples who are looking for a bit of.
Are they looking for like a bit of
little throw your keys in the bowl?
The keys in the bowl, the little pineapple on the cruise ship doors.
Okay, I don't know. What?
There should be like a specific app for swingers. There
I think
probably
there
are.
is.
I think there thruples or whatever.
No,
someone looking for a third
we need to
party.
Start that thruple.com. I mean, Grindr's like that. All my gay friends are like, that's just game on. There's no rules.
There's no rule book.
There's no rule book with Grindr. But
yeah,
I sort of look, and sometimes I've matched just for shits and gigs for fun because I just want to chat to them.
Do it for the plot.
And I'm like, does your wife really know? And he's like, no, she's fine with it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Are you sure?
Get her to message me.
Yeah. Let me chat to her first.
Does she know you want to do doggy style over the bench? Does she? What, she can take photos? How does this work
Does she
for
sit
you
in
two?
the corner and watch what's going on?
And what do you do? I know, and I just.
Everyone's got their kink.
You know what? They do, and I'm actually.
Hands up.
If you've been married for 30 years and that's your way of having a bit of fun, I'm. Whatever works for you.
Yeah, whatever works, I guess.
I'm not here to be your thruple
third. I'm not here to be the third party.
No, thank you. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Oh, that is so funny. And you said before, like you came across younger guys. Have you ever been open to dating younger guys, or are you just like?
I have, and I have in the past. I think I'm open now. It's one of those where you're open to meeting someone who, not that I necessarily am open to meeting anyone, of course. But I think it's more now about a soul connection.
Yeah.
It really is. They need to
no matter the age or whatever, if it's a soul connection, I believe in that.
25-year-old, 60-year-old, if you're an old soul or you both.
If you connect with someone, you connect with someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the problem with the apps, I guess, is that we're going by looks and it is really superficial because people could have, you could be scrolling past your soulmate. You don't know. You don't know.
You don't know their personality or anything. You just see a photo of them.
I don't do beards or something. Yeah. You know? I don't like or I don't like this or he's a tradie. But it's like, well, my girlfriend is so in love with her husband tradie. He's the nicest guy in the whole world.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's a soulmate.
It's crazy. It's luck of the draw.
Absolutely.
It's luck of the draw on those apps. Jesus.
I know. I haven't done it for a long time. I think I only ever did Raya once.
Do you know what? I'm still waiting.
Waiting to get accepted?
Yes.
You should use me as a referral.
I would love to. It's been 4 years, Ellie.
Stop.
The guys on the radio dared me to go on and I was like, sure, okay. And they were like, surely you'll get accepted straight away.
Yeah. But I found there wasn't a lot when I was on it, which was a few years ago when I moved back from the States, there was no one like on the Gold Coast or in Australia that was on the app. So I'm like, why am I going to match with guys in like Canada and wherever, all over the Europe? Like, how am I going to make this happen or work? So I just deleted it and I was like, you know what? I need to go and meet someone naturally, but I'm not having any luck with that either. So
I know you got to actually go out and meet people.
Yeah.
One of my girlfriends matched with Ben Affleck on Raya.
What?
And I think it was him. Because I think you have to get verified.
Well, you do. You have to get like cross-checked.
Yeah. So I don't.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I can't remember what happened. She didn't end up meeting him, obviously.
Yeah, I definitely saw some wild people on there. Like, there's definitely some like people you wouldn't expect.
I can't believe I'm still waiting. And every now and then, I just go on the app just to see.
Yeah,
it's been years, and do you know what comes up? Please be patient. We are, wait,
How many applications are they getting? Like, what do they need to sift through these days?
Just get me on. Oh, my God. All right, I'm using you as a referral.
Yeah, you should.
If I need to go on. I mean, I don't need to right now, so it's all good.
Definitely. And lastly, in terms of love and dating, what's your kind of non-negotiable or boundary now in terms of dating?
Thruples. Yeah. No, I'm joking.
You're like, yep, let's leave it there. Can this couple stop asking me out?
If they just have all their teeth and a driver's license and they don't live in their mum's garage, I'm open to it.
We'll go on a date. We'll go on a date.
I think non-negotiable, oh, Jesus. There's a lot.
There'd be a lot.
But I guess actually, it's not that there's a lot. I'm a lot more open to negotiating now because as you get older, you realise that the pool is a lot smaller. So it's like, okay, okay, maybe I might have to accept that. But I think it's honesty, and authenticity. Because I feel
very
like
good words.
I've dated a lot of guys who are just full of shit, and they put on this facade because they think they need to with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the radio or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's all
so
that.
they try to be someone that they're not. It's interesting, isn't it?
Just calm, just be you.
Yeah.
I'm being me.
Yeah.
Like,
this is me. This is who I am.
But what? Let's just be ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think
you're like, I would like you more if you were yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's not until a while in that you go, oh, you're not being you. Like you sort of it's that weird feeling, that little intuitive feeling that you go,
for sure,
I'm not really being real. And that's when you start realizing, oh, okay, you're probably not for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm so honest and open. I'm like a puppy dog from the beginning.
Me too.
And I
maybe too honest sometimes.
Me
in the
too.
Yeah.
And I feel that sometimes that means you attract people that want to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit more wary these days.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got your walls up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just some boundaries.
Just a little bit. They're up.
Just enough.
Just so I can peek over the top.
Someone can still come breaking them down, for sure. Yeah, you just peek over the walls.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Have you got all your teeth? Okay, good.
Do you fish?
Okay, you can fish, but I don't want to see photos.
I don't want to see photos of it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a great barramundi. I'm so happy for you. Put some garlic and lemon on it and bring it to the table.
Cook us dinner.
Don't put a photo.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's just no photo
No
of it.
photos.
That is so funny. Okay, so I want to circle back to family life because, and I want to talk about your dad. And I had no idea what an absolute icon he is.
Aww.
He's been like 50 years under his belt. Like I was watching.
60 now, actually.
Yeah, probably more. I said 50,
60?
but.
No, hold on. Yeah, because he's nearly 80, yeah.
Yeah, and I read that he was touring with like Roy Orbison, Ray Charles, the Beach Boys, Johnny Farnham, you name it.
It's funny because Dad...
Yeah, like tell me about him. Issi Dye.
Issi Dye, yes.
Issi Dye.
His real name is Israel Dizenhaus. Nice Jewish boy.
Wow.
Came out here when he was 2 years old. My grandparents were in Auschwitz, which was the Nazi camps, and they survived, and of course many didn't. Yeah, so incredible history and story there of survival, and resilience. So Dad came out. I think he was born in Bad Gastein, and which is Austria, I think. And, I should know that, Jesus. And he was 2, and then they had other children. My grandparents. And he was in Melbourne, and as all good Jewish boys do, had to go and sing in synagogue. And my grandfather Benjamin was a doctor, and you got to follow him. You got to be a good Jewish boy. You got to be a doctor, or you got to be an engineer or a lawyer. You know. And of course, my dad wanted to be in showbiz. He loved Jimi Hendrix. He loved the Beatles. He loved Elvis and Roy.
Such a good singer. His music is so good.
And so he started a band with his friends, Trio Plus One, and then he ended up going solo, and he toured, and he actually toured with. He was also on the same bill as Fleetwood Mac, which is pretty amazing.
Wow.
But it's funny because he tells these stories, but like I know most of my dad's history from reading about him and hearing about it on other podcasts.
Yeah.
Because he went on a podcast like about a month ago, and I was like, oh my God.
But you didn't tell me that, Dad.
I didn't know that story about Ray Charles and how they locked him out because he was being so rude to the rest of the band members and all these amazing stories. And he's like, I don't know. We just never sat down as a family and talked about all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
I guess maybe because that was just life.
It was just his life then. And then his life had moved on by the time I was old enough to ask questions.
Yeah.
He was on to doing TV stuff. But now he's still singing and he's still touring. He's still touring.
How old is he now?
He'll hate me saying this, but he's 80 next year.
And he's still touring.
He's still touring.
That's iconic.
They call him like the hardest working man in showbiz. I'm sure he was.
That's amazing.
I'm sure he is. He is. And he was. I remember going on Don Lane with him. So he used to have a segment on the Don Lane show.
Yeah.
And I remember like as a 3-year-old, he'd bring me out and I'd sit on his lap and I was modelling some denim clothes or something for and it was an unusual childhood because, like going to school and saying I went. I saw Bert Newton on the weekend or whatever, or Don Lane or Olivia Newton-John. We went to lunch with Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, wow.
I remember bringing a little autograph thing in and she'd written it. I've still got it somewhere, but I don't know why I'm looking over there. But anyway.
It's somewhere.
I was looking for my phone. I was like, I've still got it somewhere. And I remember bringing that for show and tell and I got bullied by all the kids because they were like, you faked that.
You made it up.
You made it up. And I was like, oh. What? No.
You're like, I'm really not, I promise.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't even occur to me to do something like that. So I guess that was just an unusual childhood, but it was normal for me.
Yeah, that was just your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was cool. I mean, looking back,
cool.
it was cool, but at the time it wasn't cool because I felt different.
Yeah.
Because Dad was on TV a lot.
And you were so young.
Yeah. And he used to be on these really funny ads, the Footscray Market ads down in Melbourne, and he appropriation. He would never get away with it now, but he used to wear this full like moustache and pretend to be this full on like wog guy at the Footscray Markets, and he used to sing a song. Footscray Market is the best, cheaper the prices into the west, and that was the song. Oh. And the kids used to come to school and sing it to me at the we'd lining up for little lunch, and they go cheaper the prices into the west, and I'd be like, and I think in a way it made me tough. Because
I'm sure it did.
I became quite feisty and went, well, at least my dad's on TV. What does your dad do?
Is my dad's cooler than yours?
Yeah, I know. Like, I didn't know what else to say.
Of course, what do you say? Yeah.
And, so I think that kind of
taught you to stand up for yourself at a young age.
and kind of have a thick skin pretty early.
Yeah.
Kids don't like it when you're a bit different.
No.
So I was like, oh, well, if that's the best you got, go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're like, keep it coming.
Keep it coming. We've got a swimming pool and you don't, so fuck off.
I win.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. But no, I'm kidding. But it was, he worked really hard. Like, he came from absolutely nothing. So, I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, and he's still out there grinding. That's
my God,
just unreal.
He so is. And he will literally be carried off, like, with a microphone in his hand whenever he goes.
It was just what he was born to do.
Yeah, because he loves it. He's a full-blown entertainer. That's what he loves to do. He loves to get on stage and make people feel good and sing. And I guess growing up watching him do that just got in me too.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to make people laugh. I want to make people feel good.
Yeah.
How am I going to do that? I didn't think it'd be radio, but that's just where
and you've successfully done that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, you definitely have.
Yeah.
And it's not over. You're entering a whole new era now.
Oh my God,
It's just going to be next thing after the next thing.
It's an era I didn't ask for. I don't remember signing up for this one. It's
this wasn't on the agenda.
Yeah, I remember thinking I need to start a podcast called 50 Sacked and Single.
I love that, 50 Sacked and Single.
Well, yeah, because I was 50, single, got diagnosed with ADHD, CFM axed me from the show, and I just remember like one day going, oh, what? Hold on. Is this part of the plan?
Yeah. Help.
I literally have to just trust the universe that it is.
You really do.
And you do. And I just have to believe that, like I really do believe that I was put here to make people laugh and feel good and feel less alone in their journey of the clusterfuck that is life after 40,
seriously.
50, whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I want to do. So I'm like, I just have to believe that that's what I'm here to do and move towards it.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
As soon as the midlife crisis and the nervous breakdown's over, it's still going a little bit. And just believe that everything happens for a reason, which I know sounds corny, but you can't.
It's just so true.
You have to.
So true.
You have to believe it, right?
Yeah,
otherwise
you do.
I'll be in the fetal position crying every day.
Yeah, we have no other option.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Okay, so switching it up, I wanted to. It's not really a game, but there's some nice topics we can talk about in here.
Yes.
But over the years, you have had a bunch of different news headlines.
Oh, God,
So
yeah.
I went through and I was trying to find some like either controversial ones or like things that maybe we could, expand on a little bit.
Yeah, oh, God, go for
So
it.
I'll read the headline and then we can expand on it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, my God, I love this.
The first one is Brekkie host opens up about industry rife with sleazy men.
Yeah, that got me into a bit of trouble, that one.
Did it? Oh, shall I not bring it up again?
No, it's okay. It was back when I was on Kiss FM and it wasn't about my time at Kiss FM. That's a classic example, and I'm sure you know with your whole family doing the showbiz thing that headlines and
Headlines
things,
are so outrageous.
Well,
They're
and they
so
get,
outrageous.
And what you say gets twisted.
Yes.
And that ended up being on the front cover of the Courier Mail.
So
I was on the front page. So this went from just the journo wanting an opinion because it was going to be a piece on lots of women in the industry.
Right.
And sexual harassment in the industry, sexual harassment in showbiz in general,
workplace.
bullying, misogyny, whatever. And I spoke to the journo and I remember thinking, I've got to be really careful because I don't want to incriminate anyone that I'm working with now because the people that I was working with then it was fine.
Yeah, so you didn't want them to think it was about them.
So I was like, okay, I'm happy to talk to you because this is important and I do believe that we do need to share this, but I have to be very careful with my timelines because I don't want to get in trouble, or not in trouble, but I don't want to incriminate anyone. I don't need the fucking drama. I don't need the grief. Like, I'm going to let sleeping dogs lie, but I'm happy to give you a couple of quotes.
Yeah.
So
and I take a quote and run with it.
And I went rogue, as I always do, because we obviously, all radio stations have their own PR department, but I'm known for going a little bit rogue.
Yeah.
And because I have made friends in the industry, in the media, I'm friends with a lot of journos and whatever, so they do contact me directly.
Yeah.
So they did contact me directly, and I remember, I don't know if I got permission or not to do it. I just did it because I didn't think I was doing anything wrong.
No, of course not.
But this particular journo decided that what I had said was front page worthy.
Right.
And I had no idea. So I just remember...
So you had no idea you were going to be on the front page?
No.
Oh, wow.
And I just thought it was just going to be a quote, maybe not even a photo, just like an article in the back. Like, And Bianca Dye says that, this happened, that happened, that happened.
You didn't think too much of it.
And then I get a call from the big boss of the network and I'm like, why is he calling me? It's not contract time. What's going on?
Yeah.
Hi. And then because I didn't know, and he was like, have you seen the front page? And I was like, no.
You're like, okay, I'll go to the
Should
news
I?
agent.
Should I see the front page?
Yeah.
And then I went to the newsagent.
Wow.
And then it made me look like I was coming out talking about the whole sleazy industry. And of course it was a sensational headline. Yeah. That's what newspapers do.
That's what they do.
But, I always say this, you live and die by it because, as I said, like my girlfriend Holly at the Daily Telly, sometimes the journos are your best mates and would get me amazing press that I needed to help boost the profile of my show.
Yep.
So you can't bite the hand that feeds you. So I was like, I can't be angry at this journo because I spoke to her.
Yep.
And the fact that she chose to use me as the feature, okay, well, that's out of my hands.
Yep.
So they were freaking out. And I said, well, I haven't named anyone. And it was what it was. And it kind of quietly went away. But I was just talking about how, like earlier in my career, I was hit on by bosses. I'm talking early.
Yeah.
And put in compromising positions where it was like, well, if you want to move on in this industry, so the casting couch is alive and well in every industry.
Yeah.
And I guess just being naive and feisty, I sort of would laugh it off going, sure, whatever, okay, no, that's not happening, whatever.
Just laugh it off.
And I thought I want to be there as someone that is a mentor and support and inspiration for younger women coming through that this does happen and you need to be aware and hopefully it's not happening as much anymore. And so that's why I did it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that bit me on the ass.
Yes, the headline, they'll take it and run. Hey, yeah, because another one of the headlines you said you live by the sword and die by the sword, and that's what you just said.
That's it, you do.
Yeah. I saw this one, which is crazy. I didn't know you did this. Dye poses nude with gold body paint to encourage body positivity for women her age.
Yeah, I love this one.
That's
is a good
unreal.
One. So this wasn't my idea. This was actually my boss's idea at the time at CFM, Kath and Kim, funnily enough, in publicity and our content director. So Gwyneth Paltrow had come out and painted her body gold when she turned 50.
Yeah.
And she went viral because she looks amazing and her body's perfect and whatever.
Yeah.
And I sort of spoke about it on the radio and said, I love Gwyneth and I love Goop and I love all that. But I was like, I don't know how many 50-year-old women look like that naked, really. And then I can't claim the idea, but someone in one of our team brainstorms went, well, why don't you do it? Why don't you paint your body gold? And then next minute,
if I could.
We did it. And then literally the next day we got the gold body painter and we did it and I posed nude and it went everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like, and I was so happy in the sense that because it was something that was positive and I was really, really, really careful to not shit can Gwyneth because it wasn't about that.
No, of course.
I was just saying, hey, that's what Gwyneth looks like at 50.
Yeah.
But this is what most of us kind of look like.
Like not everybody looks like that.
Not everyone looks like
yeah.
that. Not everyone is a personal trainer or a chef or whatever. And I love her and it wasn't meant to be a bringing down of another woman at all.
Not. Yeah.
It was meant to be she looks great, but most of us look like this.
Yeah.
So don't feel too bad about those Sharpay puppy rolls because I got them too. And so we did this whole thing and, the news picked it up and I was really happy about that because I thought that's the kind of stuff you want to go viral.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's inspiring and it's and you're just being like an advocate for body positivity, which is just awesome.
Yeah. And
so I loved that one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Love that one.
That was a good one.
Oh, speaking of on body positivity, I saw one that said Bianca Dye unhappy after store didn't stock size 14.
Yeah. Where was I? I won't name. Can't remember the shop, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have fluctuated. I have gone from, oh my God, Jesus. I had to
Me too. I
had to Google.
Don't we all, as women, it's hard.
It is hard. And especially and I can tell my happiness and my unhappiness. Like sometimes I look at photos and I go, oh, I'm size 16 there. I was really happy though because I was in love and just eating pizza and drinking wine and didn't give a shit.
You're living life.
Yeah, living life. Then I can look at other photos where I'm like size 14, 16, whatever and go, I was really miserable there.
Yeah.
I was eating.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Or there I'm size 10 and I'm so happy or I'm not. So my weight has fluctuated so much. And I remember something must have come out in the press and the journalist actually contacted me about it and said, you're into the body positivity stuff. You've fluctuated with weight. How do you feel about this stuff, this particular brand not stocking this size? And so we ended up going into all these shops and I did all these try-ons and it was just so interesting that in like this shop, like say a Country Road, I was a 10. But in that shop, I was a 14.
Yeah.
In that shop, I was an extra large. In that shop, I was a small. And I was like, no wonder we're all so fucked with our...
Yeah, I know.
Like, I
was like, this is just messing with my head at this point.
It's like, what? It's not fair. And I was unhappy because I was like, so you don't have my size. I'm a 14. I'm...
Like, how could you not?
The average Australian woman is size 14.
Yeah.
I'm a 14 now. Like, I can be a 10. It depends if it's stretchy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 10,
depends
12,
on the material.
14.
It goes deep.
14, 10, 12. Like, my whole body's different. And I'm like... No wonder these young girls are getting so fucked up with how they look.
You get so in your head about it. Yeah.
You don't stock size 14. Why?
And then it just makes you feel shitty.
You don't want size 14 girls in the shop. We've got to buy our stuff online.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not right. So that, I'm glad that kind of got out because I was like, that's not cool.
No, it's not cool.
That's not cool.
Totally agree. And where's the last one?
Can't wait.
Yeah, there's a few. I had 50 sacked and single. That we spoke about that.
Yes.
That's great. There was one that said, I get catfished a lot.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. Yeah, I did.
You're like, I have to remember these.
I have to remember. I'm like, yeah, I did. I hadn't been getting catfished. And then when I was on the apps, I'm talking like maybe a year or so ago.
Yeah.
I'm so gullible and naive and I just believe.
Yeah.
And
I'm the same.
I was having these very...
You just hope for the best.
Yes.
You've got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
You do.
Yeah.
I don't assume every guy that messages me now, like if I was on the apps now, straight away there's this sense of, all right, who are you?
Yeah.
Prove that you're you. Show me a picture of the dog.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to date you if you don't have the dog. So show me the dog. True. Got to have a dog.
Yep.
I got catfish and I found out in the most hilarious way, which is very X-rated, so I won't go into it.
Yeah.
But we had been getting quite intimate. We hadn't met, but we were stupidly, like I'll never do this again, stupidly were sending each other quite saucy, racy messages.
Yeah, okay.
And can I share this?
Yes,
I
please.
Share. Okay, so
this show is not rated,
this
so
person
whatever.
had sent me. I hadn't sent any to them because I'm not that silly.
Yeah.
I have sent pictures over the years, but no heads.
You got to be careful these days.
Oh, Jesus.
You got to be careful where those photos
now
are going.
there's AI. They can do whatever they bloody want. So it's
true.
like, as long as you put my head on a hot bod, do whatever you want. That's fine. Go viral.
Yeah, amazing.
But this person had sent me a picture that was quite saucy, like on, say, the Monday. But then on the Thursday, they sent me another picture of a saucy picture.
Okay.
But they didn't match. And I was like,
you're like, that's not the same person.
How come you've got a little freckle on that? There's no freckle there.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
These guys know that us women, we're smart. We would be able to tell the difference.
Hello.
Like, yeah.
And I was like, bleh. I've been chatting to this person.
And you don't even know what he even looks like. Which one's him?
How stupid am I?
Are any of them him?
I was so gullible. And then I just straight away called him out and said, hey, da-da-da-da-da. Next minute.
Was he gone?
Disappeared. Everything disappeared. His Instagram, everything disappeared. And I went,
yuck.
oh God, this person didn't even exist. This could have been some hideous little troll person living in a fucking basement in
a
Currumbin.
dungeon somewhere.
Oh my God, who was I just talking to? Oh. So that was a real lesson to me.
For sure. It just makes you feel icky and like,
it made me feel disgusting.
Yeah, yuck.
And I don't feel that I didn't do anything. I mean, when I say saucy, I'm pretty careful. So I didn't do anything that if he screenshot it would get me in any trouble. Like, not that anyone gives a shit anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, this was a real lesson to me.
Yeah.
Be really careful. Don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Until you know who they are.
Yeah.
Oh
Until we have dead set proof. Then.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Authentication, please.
Yeah, seriously. Oh man, you are just full of stories. I feel like we need to do like multiple podcast episodes.
Do part 2.
And time has absolutely flown. But
I know. Sorry, I hope I didn't talk too much.
No, I love it. It's amazing. You've told epic stories, and I love hearing about your life and career and what you got coming up. And I will wrap up with the chat saying we're so excited for the Golden Bachelor.
Me too.
And you're going to come back for another episode so we can debrief on all of that.
Let me come back when I can debrief and I can talk because people are going to absolutely love this show. It's just beautiful. It's positive. It's inspiring for women over 50 to just know that we're not invisible.
Absolutely. And there's love out there to be found.
Yeah. And we can be feisty and fabulous and be ourselves and be loved for that. So, yeah, I think people are going to really love it. There's 20 incredible women and their journeys. They're so inspiring.
Everyone's got their own story.
Oh, God, the backstory's unbelievable.
I can imagine.
You'll love it.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, B, for coming on
for
So
having
Alli.
me.
And I can't wait to welcome you back next time.
Me too.